So the holidays can be really tough for a lot of people, and your family can drive you up a wall, even if you're not within the LGBTQ community. But the holidays can be especially hard for a lot of us who are trans, gay, queer, etc., because your family may not respect how you identify, might not use the right pronouns, you might not be able to present the way you want to present at holiday gatherings. So I'm just going to go through a little bit of brief advice on how to deal with the holidays if they're hard for you. So first things first, just remember that you're not alone. Statistically, I would say 99% of people, at least at some point during the holidays, are uncomfortable. Whether it's just because you disagree with people politically or socially or whatever, or if you just don't get along with your cousins or your brothers and sisters, etc. So just know you're not alone, though it might be more extreme for a lot of us within the LGBTQ community. Just remind yourself that this is temporary and that you can get through most anything for a few hours or a few days or even a few weeks. And if you need something to look forward to after your own family holiday gatherings, maybe put together a Friendsgiving or a gift exchange or any sort of holiday party with your friends, so you have some safe space where you get to celebrate and you know that everyone will be respectful and loving. Also know that it's okay if you can't go to your holiday gatherings because it will affect you too much emotionally or mentally or physically. So if you don't go, don't feel guilty. But if you do end up going, there are some things that can maybe help you out with any uncomfortable situations. First of all, if someone offends you, try to take the time to tell them why they offended you and maybe use that moment to educate them. You might be their only connection to the LGBTQ community or to any community that experiences oppression or as a minority. So if you can safely do so, try to use that moment to educate that person, have a conversation instead of just an argument. Also, if someone misgenders you, try to correct them. They might not, when you're not around, be using the correct pronouns, and so when you're with them, it might be good to call them out so they now have it brought to their attention that this is something that matters, and especially something that matters to you. Try to realize that homophobia or transphobia is something that probably and most likely will not be corrected overnight. A lot of the time it's rooted in ignorance, and beliefs like that are hard to break, and that's not saying that it's acceptable for the people to be rude or disrespectful to you, but just know that even if you do have a good conversation with someone, they may still slip up. You need to just try to realize that there's a big learning curve and try to focus on what you do like about the holidays. That might be good to combat some of the bad parts of the holidays. So do you like the food? Do you like the music? Do you like your mom's sangria? Do you like the decorations? Does your family have a really good gift exchange? Do you like being able to dress up? Do you like a certain relative that you're finally getting to see because you don't see any other time of the year? There might be even just the smallest thing that you do like about the holidays. Try to focus on that when things get a little rough or your teeth are on edge. If you can't wear the clothes that you want to or present the way that you want to, you can't wear your binder for fear that your family will notice. The good thing about the holidays is that you can layer, and so if you're layering, you can do things to hide your curves. A button up underneath a sweater creates a pretty broad appearance throughout your torso, and the number of layers you're wearing can help minimize the appearance of curves. A button up over just a plain shirt, cardigan especially when unbuttoned will help hide your hips, but also a cardigan is a very gender neutral clothing item. So on the flip side, for anyone on the more trans feminine side of the spectrum, if you're not really allowed to wear your more typical female presenting outfits, maybe you can find a cardigan and a patterned button-up that isn't hyper-masculine. If you can't wear your preferred clothes, then maybe take some pictures before dinner, before whatever gathering, in an outfit that you do like and wish that you could wear. That might sound silly, but if you have a picture of yourself that you can look back on and just maybe think about yourself in that instead of what you had to wear, it could be a good visual to focus on. You can also post it on your social media, and that'll just be a reminder of what you were wearing or wanted to wear this holiday but didn't end up wearing. And if you can convince yourself that you're in a temporary situation and maybe that you're just kind of putting on a show or a performance and wearing a costume to appease your family, that might make things a little bit easier. Sometimes you have to accommodate your family. I have friends that have to shave for the holidays, even though they're post-op and several years on T. Just know that sometimes it won't be fair. There won't be compromise on both sides, but sometimes you have to pick your battles. But even if you do have to shave or you do have to wear something you wouldn't normally wear, this doesn't invalidate your identity or your experience. If you have to take breaks to get away from a situation, that's totally fine. So take as many breaks as needed. My one last bit of advice would be, do not, under any circumstances, bring up politics this holiday season. We all know what's been going on. 2016 has been terrible. But if you want things to go as smoothly as possible, politics should just be off the table.